Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. MJ here. This is strange because just recently they put these lights in, see? And I came down here earlier and these lights were on and now they're off. I wonder why. I thought they stayed on all night, but I guess they don't. The other day I came home kind of late and I noticed that they were off behind my house. So I have my Ulani light here. If I have to, I can really crank it up high, but I don't think I need it right now. But yeah, anyway. This is the Hsinchu Industrial Park, and I'm walking down the newly engineered sidewalk we have here. And they worked on this, I don't know, last year. Rebuilt the whole thing. And then they started having a big problem. Hey Mike, how are you? Then they started a big problem with motor scooters and electric scooters riding on this thing. And I want to walk down here with my kid, And so how did they solve the problem? They put up signs. And of course, nobody follows the signs. But then, let me do this again. There we go. But then, one day, they had a couple of police officers down here, and they were giving people tickets. And the problem is they only do that once, and then never again. So I'm always yelling at people, stuff like, "Can't you read Chinese?" They look at me like there's something wrong with me. I tell them this is a walkway, not a road. That's the road. See? The thing with the cars on it. Yeah. This is a pedestrian walkway. I just wonder why they have the lights out. I guess they're just trying to save money. But I gotta tell you, in the evening, well, they turned them on early because one time I came home, I was driving down the street, and these lights were on about 5:30 in the afternoon or something. It was crazy. So they turned them on too early. Just some of the scenery around here. I'm going to take you down to a place where they have, the problem is they may be shut off too, where they had some lanterns on earlier. If you look at the YouTube thumbnail, yeah, so I may be showing you on the thumbnail because it may be that they turned them off, just like they turned off the lights. Recently, a big factory was finished here within the last year. Chip bond. Everybody knows Taiwan is the world's leader in semiconductor manufacturing, and we just can't get enough of it here. And I got to tell you, they built a monster of a factory. Got a giant multi-story crane straddling the road. It's kind of scary sometimes. Hey, Ken Rod. Fist bump to you, bro. Hey, everybody, follow Ken Rod, especially like coffee. Yeah, Ken Rod's channel is growing leaps and bounds, man. It's great. Panasonic is right over there, and this is the Intech. There's a whole bunch of stuff here, just crazy stuff. wouldn't believe the famous companies, Giga Storage, all kinds. So what I'm doing is I'm walking down here to the big entrance off of the highway. And the entrance has, it's like an archway, you know, and it has lights that light up for a certain period of time. And it's all solar powered. But they have, J-Boy, how you doing? Fist bump to you, bro. But they also have some lanterns from the Lantern Festival. They got those going now. And I was here, I don't know, maybe 2 hours ago riding my bike. Maybe a little more, or am I kidding myself? So 4 hours ago. And riding my bike around. And I took some pictures of them. And I thought I'd make a nice place to do a live stream, and I can get a little exercise walking. But you know, they're probably turned off now that I think about it. All right. Let's see, what's the local time here? Oh, it's 3 minutes after midnight. Hey, here's a 7-Eleven. Let me do this. Come on. There you go. 7-Eleven with the Go-Go Row battery changer. So here's what they did. They made these signs. Okay? Motorcycles prohibited, see? It says that Chinese, English, Vietnamese, and that's Indonesian and Thai. Okay? So Filipinos can read English, so they don't need to put it in Tagalog. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 languages. Those who violate traffic regulations should be punished. And it's regular motor scooters and electric ones, electric bikes, and they ride anyway. So what do? They try to block it. No, that doesn't work. So then they try the Jersey barriers, like over here. What do? They've spaced them too close together. But I'm just watching the traffic. What some of the places do is they have metal bars that go across, and they have a gap just wide enough for a bicycle tire, which is fine, but it won't pass a motor scooter, you know. So hey, anyway, you see people riding down here all the time. It used to be, right, when they first came out, there was no regulations at all, and all these Filipino guys were blowing like a month's pay on these things. It was ridiculous. Driving around with at least one, sometimes two people on the thing, up to passengers, plus a driver. No helmets, no nothing. So then they said you got to have helmets. So they started riding with helmets, but you still see a lot of guys with no helmets because there's no police around. And then they said you got to have insurance. Yeah. So what happens is, if one of these guys hits me, I got to get out and have an altercation. I got to get out and I got to grab his key right away. So it doesn't get away. And I know he doesn't have any money, so I got to open my van and throw his bike in or something, because I'm not going to get any money out of it. And I see a lot of these guys with these electric bikes. Saw some tonight. They ride around at night with the lights off because they want to save the battery. All it does, I mean, years ago, all these guys rode bicycles. But all these electric bikes do is extend the range of their extracurricular activities, and just draw your own conclusions. So now they can go see a woman that's 25 or 30 kilometers away instead of 5 or 6, which they're only willing to drive, to ride a bike to go see. So yeah. That's the Taiwan company. I don't know what they do, but tons of these companies. So we're coming up about, I think we're about a block and a half away. I was telling you about that place called Chip Bond. So we're getting close to it. Now I know that recently Taiwan signed a special deal with the government of India to diversify some of the semiconductors that are produced in India. I just hope that, you know, if enough semiconductors are produced overseas, that we don't lose our protection from being the semiconductor supplier for the world. Anyway, this thing is huge. I'm just get it right over here, about to the middle of it, and you're going to see something. The factory's so big I can't even show it because it's too wide angle. And for some reason, Prism doesn't support my Xiaomi phone. All right, let's see. Thinking right here. Okay, now watch this. Can you see up there? It says Chip Bond. Chip Bond, right? Yeah, this is a semiconductor manufacturing company. Look at this thing. This is a factory. Look at how huge this thing is. I mean, that's the front door, like right there. So it goes, you know, from over there over there, and all the way up to there. And they just built this last year. It was finished at the end, or about the middle of 2021. Yeah, that's right, like James Bond, Chip Bond. The name is Bond, Chip Bond. Yeah, they need to stop doing that, you know? The disruptions to life are just so, I don't know. I don't live there. I haven't lived there for a long time. But daylight savings time, I mean, more countries now don't do it than do it. There you go. There's a shot of the security gate. See, it says, see if I can do this. No, it's not letting me. See, Chip Bond. Right there. Can you see that? Come on. Come on, Prism. There you go. Hey, Matthew, fist bump. Nice to see you. So, what's cool is there's a nice waxing gibbous moon up there. So let's go down here. I'm guessing that the lanterns are going to be off for tonight, but that's okay. Here's the second 7-Eleven in this neighborhood on this little walkway. Now this is strange. This is very, very strange. I'm going to show you this real quick. This is the first 7-Eleven I've ever seen that's closed at night. Never seen this. Yeah, it's all talk. They got other things to worry about. You know, there's so many things that set the U.S. apart, but things that are like not to be proud of, like lack of the metric system. I was watching the YouTube channel by some guy doing a guitar review, and he actually made a disparaging remark about countries that use the metric system. And I said to myself, well, that would be every other country. See, here's a guy with an electric scooter coming up here. See? Right. Not supposed to be riding on there. Why aren't they riding on the road? Jan, how are you? Well, we're glad to have you. Glad to have you with us. Thank you so much. But yeah, the way that guy was talking, Ken, about, oh yeah, I see they got the lanterns off. He was just, you know, he was trying to figure out something in metrics, and his brain froze. And he made a disparaging comment about, you know, for those of you who live in a country use metrics like it was a big deal. Okay, well, it's kind of why I don't live there anymore. I don't like that attitude. The we're better than everybody attitude. All right, here you go. This is what I wanted to show you. Now it says here, right? That is the industrial park, and that's basically what it says in Chinese. If you look in the title, okay. Now these are some lanterns that are left over from the Lantern Festival. Look, I'm turning off now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn my little light on and light these puppies up. And you're seeing the traffic light in the background is giving us the little flashing lights. But let me show you what these look like. These were lit up earlier. And when I sit down, I'll show them to you. Okay? Some little cat or something. This is fortune on it. By the way, this is money. That's from the ancient Chinese type of money, you know, and it's everywhere. You see this. That was how money was minted in this crazy shape. And, you know, back in ancient times, only a king would have enough money to make a mold like that, to do something like that. All right, so let me turn this off for a second. Now, up at the top is just a symbol. This is Xinju, which is the county I live in. Xing means new, and this means bamboo. This is the word gong in Chinese, and it means the word for work. It's interesting because this is the shape of a scale, you know, like a carpenter's scale. So this is gongye, which means industrial, chu, which means area, and this word and this word are the same. So dong is the Chinese word for east, and it basically is a tree with the sun in it, which is interesting because in sunrise you see the sun through the trees. So here it is. Xinzu Gongye Chu Dongchu, which means Hsinchu industrial area, east area. So this is where I live. This is the area that I live. So what I was going to do is, I was just going to go right over here. So they got these little steps with grass and stuff. And I got this little ledge. And so what I was going to do was, I was just going to do this. Let me turn my, hang on. Come on. Hey everybody. Alright. I was just going to do this. I was just going to sit here and put the tripod right here, and I can do this. And I was hoping I could have my little, you know, things behind me all lit up, but I guess, you know, they're not. They're not lit up. They're not lit up. Oh. Got the industrial park sign behind me, but nothing else is lit up. Oh well. I don't think I'm allowed to take up my mask for live streaming. I don't think I need any light. I think I'm just gonna, well, let me do it. I do want to keep the industrial park sign there too. Okay, you know what I mean, like right there. So here's what they looked like earlier, and I showed this in the line group. But let me go ahead and add these. Sorry, I got to do this. You may have seen my thumbnail. Okay, so this is what they looked like earlier today. They were lit up. That's me standing in front of them. Okay. And then this is the big picture of the the arch. And what you can't see in the dark is the face that's showing towards us right now in this picture of the arch is covered with solar panels, and so is the other side. So these lights and stuff, the lights that you see lit up behind me are from solar panels. So it doesn't cost anything. So that was cool. Alright, so haven't been on much. I was supposed to go on Thursday, like usual, but I gotta tell you, I was just so absolutely beat. And see this red light? That's the traffic light. This isn't too bad, is it? I mean, if I have to, I can turn this around. But if I turn this around, I should probably hang on. I got this really tight, so it doesn't move easy. I could do this. It's kind of makes me look kind of scary. Yeah, it's too much. Oh, wait a minute. I got it like on 10. I don't know. I think that's, yeah, it's a little too Hammer Films. All right. So we got a nice moon. It's a few days after the first quarter. It'll be today is Sunday. It'll be the full moon will be on Friday. And you guys know I love the moon. This is fantastic. And it's a really nice night. There's really no clouds in the sky to speak of. I mean, it's hard to see stars anyway. But, okay, good. It's about, it's enough that I sweat just a tad walking over here, It's just right on the edge. It's nice. Taiwan is kind of interesting because literally a couple of days ago I was using the heat in the bedroom at night, and now no. In a couple of days from now, I'll be using the fan, and a couple of days from then, I'll be back on the AC. So yeah. So what have I been up to? I've been working on some other records, for other people too, and working on my own stuff. But I gotta tell you, I have made arrangements. I'm gonna rebuild my studio, guys. I'm taking my studio offline. I'm working with a friend of mine. He's an old-time producer from way back. He's Taiwanese. He's an old-time producer from way back. He has a lot of studio experience, and between he and I, we know how to do control room design. And so I'm going to demolish the back wall of my studio and rebuild it. And because it's an artificial wall, it's an interior wall that was, put up. But the outside walls are the load-bearing walls of the house, and I'm going to cover those over and put insulation in, and we're going to do acoustic treatment on the outside. So it's going to be a significant improvement, and it's also going to look a whole lot better. He's building me some new custom furniture. This guy's amazing. So I'll let you know when I do that, and I'll post a couple pictures and maybe some stuff on Instagram. But I figure once we have the plan in place and everything's, we got the materials and we put them upstairs in my house, I figure it'll take us maybe 4 to 5 days to build everything, to get it right. Well worth it. And I really want to do a beautification aspect too, because I want to use it for more like YouTube, kind of stuff. And interesting how that sign kind of drifted out of the frame. So cool at night, warm during the day. I actually like that though, because it's good for sleeping. But you can go out and you can walk around, you can do a run, ride your bike and stuff without wearing a jacket during the day. I like that a lot, actually. You know, the funny thing is, right? So they got all these places around here to sit. Like over there, there's some benches, and I don't have my little, you know, like a gooseneck kind of clamp. I just got my gimbal, right? When I go to Kaohsiung, there's lots of places that have tables. But this area's got all these chairs, all these benches, but no tables. And I've been trying to think of a place to get a table. I don't know. Because I'm sitting down here on this thing and I'm realizing it ain't all that comfortable. But it is what it is. And I'm not going to go to 7. I'm not going to go to 7-Eleven or anything like that. Of course, that 7 is closed. But the other one and the High Life and all that stuff, yeah, over there, yeah, I don't think so. They're just on this side of the highway. There just isn't like a park with a table, except the one that I usually go to. You guys know what I'm talking about? That's the one that I stream from every once in a while, every couple of weeks. And well, so I mean, you can walk over there. I am kind of in the mood to get some exercise. It's a nice night. You can walk right down through there. There's a little cut through there, and then over, and then yeah, hang on. Oh, had to sneeze. Yeah, see, I'm just not happy that these things aren't on. I don't come down here at this time. I always drive by this at 8, 9 o'clock at night, something like this, and I didn't even realize that they turned off the, the sidewalk lights on the street here. We would call them street lights, but they're sidewalk lights. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So, let's take a walk to the other place. Why not? I'll put my mask on. I'll turn the gimbal around. If you're watching on Twitch, don't bother spamming me about being famous, okay? I'm broadcasting live to YouTube, Twitch, and Band, B-A-N-D. Taiwan Live TV Band. Oh boy, my mask just fogged up. Now I gotta tell you, Taiwan Live TV website is going offline. I'm taking it down. The project is over. I'll continue to broadcast on this channel, but I may take just my regular like talk show stuff like I'm doing now back to my original personal channel. That's what I did originally. You guys remember when I used to do like Rum and Scope and that kind of stuff? And then I would do like some Taiwan Live TV stuff during the day, and then at night I would do my regular live stream. This is on Periscope on my personal channel. Yeah, that was cool. Those are the days. But I may go back to something like that. Now, what I want to do is go over here to the left. So let me go through here. And this is, yeah, a little cut through here. Okay, look at this. It was ages ago. As far as live streaming goes, that was ancient history. We're talking like maybe 2015, 2016. I don't remember exactly when I started doing my regular late night broadcast on the Taiwan Live TV channel, but for a while I was maintaining both. Dean, how you doing? All right. So it's funny because I, divested, basically, which I probably shouldn't have done now, my audience, but I was trying to separate the type of content that I do, and it just happens that way. So anyway. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's cool. Well, some good things happen. Hey, if it wasn't so late, I'd go see if Athula was open, because he's like right around the corner. This is funny. It's one of those claw machines. There you go, some more claw machines. Just walking down the street. This guy's hanging out. What time is it? Oh, not bad. 12:30. There was a Vietnam store down there to the right earlier, a Vietnam restaurant, but they kind of closed. Went out of business. A lot of these self-service laundromats. You found me a Periscope. Wow. It's amazing. Periscope's been gone for a long time. But, Dave and I were talking about that today. And at Periscope, this 7-Eleven, by the way, is new. Periscope had just done a couple of things differently. They could have been so much more successful. And probably still would be around today. Because nobody would kill off an app that was making money, right? But that was the problem. Twitter had this, idea about how they were going to make money, and that was all there was to it. Wow. More of this Jawawa. Man. I better get out of the road here. I'll get run over. So this is the real Taiwan, guys. What it really looks like here at night. I'm actually quite a good ways from my house. About 3 kilometers, I think I walked. Yeah, I need to exercise. Up here is a room, this building up there. My friend Xiao Hui used to have a Thai rock club there, and I actually played there at least once, maybe more. But the cops used to raid it all the time. 3 times I've been there, and the cops came in. I'm telling you, they had AK-47s and said CID on the back. They were looking for people who had overstayed their visas. I didn't realize 7-Eleven was gone. Wonder what happened. I think 7-Eleven is owned by Japan now, right? It's a Japanese company? Maybe I'm wrong. These are the interchangeable batteries for the Go-Go-Row scooter system. So your battery gets depleted, you just come here and pop it in and take another one and just touch your card to the sensor and you're good to go. It's pretty cool network, and nobody has to charge your batteries at home. You don't have to have any special kind of wiring done to your house to put up a charging station. I think that's really cool. Because you see these guys that buy these other electric scooters, and like over at Win-Win's, inside Win-Win's there's no place to sit, but they got 3 or 4 scooters plugged into the wall. It's dumb. Wow, all these Jawawa places. It really means that there's nothing going on as far as economic, what's the word, innovation. I mean, every little thing. There's one back there I just passed. There's another one here. It's just people don't know what to do. There's another one here. They're just claw machines, you know? And there's not many people in them. Most of the time it's the people who own them that are in there. There's another one, right? And there's there's two people in there. Yeah, two people in there, and they're restocking them. Yeah, again, another one restocking them. So there you go. And there's a lot of, we talked about this before because I actually did a live stream just on that. There's a lot of copying going on. People copy other businesses, and they don't understand that there's only enough customers, for so many, and they just split them up. Like you go to Taipei, and you can see there's a whole area that's nothing but camera shops. Because one guy started the camera shop and it was successful, and then 10 other people did it. And now everybody's struggling. Computer shops, same thing. The reason is Taiwan needs to have money so they don't need to do due diligence. They can just take cash and open a business. They don't have to get a loan from the bank. So nobody has to, approve a business plan. It's amazing. Yeah. And that's what happens. A lot of people don't realize that. That is a place over there at this Family Mart that I used to stream years ago. Especially when there was a famous stream I did from there where we had a pedophile troll who had bothered me and my daughter on Periscope. And he actually engaged me in a conversation. I think he was trying to be nice to me because I called Interpol on him. And he disappeared after that. Can't say that I'm sorry to see him go. You guys remember that. Let's wait here. I haven't been down here for a while walking. We're actually headed towards Wenwen's. This is the street that Wenwen's is on. And this is a new High Life over here. And they have a huge dining room off to the side. I'll show you in a second. See that? See this dining room off to the side? I'm guessing I could go in here. I see one guy in there, but I'm guessing I could go in here, set my gimbal down, go buy some stuff, and probably go over and have a chat. I don't know. Well, it says temporarily out of service. Oh, I just see the sign there. I guess, never mind. That's closed. The other High Life is up here. And I go in there a lot. That's the one that I do most of my live streams from. Alright, I'm going to go over here because there's a car coming. I think I heard a duck quack. Okay. A bunch of those scooters, electric scooters, all these electric bikes here, all of them. That must be a foreigner's dorm, like for foreign workers. Another electric bike there. At least he had his light on. That's good. Because, as I was saying before, many people have their lights off because they want to save the battery power. Hey, Myrna. I'm doing good. How have you been? Nice to see you. Always a pleasure to have you with us. How's things? I was checking out your Instagram. For some reason, I realized I wasn't subscribed to you. I was like, wow, what's going on? I think sometimes these services, they unsubscribe people. Because there's somebody that there's some people that I know, and I'm like, I follow this person. What's going on? And I'm not following him. Take care, Ken. Thanks so much. You're probably going to go on and do a coffee review soon, right? It's about time. Hey, thanks, Dean. Thanks for the host. All right. That's good to hear. How's the weather where you are? All right. I'm talking to you, Myrna. Yeah, Myrna, you got a website, don't you? Oh, okay. Yeah, more important than that. Okay. More important than the live streaming. There you go. We don't want to live stream from church. Necessarily. Cool. Yeah, well, good for you. Oh, good. That's good. I know you don't get too much time off of work, man. You're a hard-working man. Boy, oh boy. Ken's a manager where he works. So, works in the service industry, so people don't show up, which is like all the time now. Guess who has to cover for him? So, yeah. Another electric scooter, guy riding it, and no helmet. All right. You know what I might do? I might go into High Life, get a drink, and go to Jar Jar. What do you think? So yeah, Myrna, you got your own website, don't you? Because on Instagram, it says if I had trouble connecting to it, it just somehow the link isn't properly formatted. That's okay. I thought I understood what the URL was, but I wasn't able to get it to work. Anyway, if I go to High Life, I have to do one of two things. I have to write my name, or I have to scan it. And, hey, there's nobody in here. What do you say we go in, I set my camera down, and I'll come right back. How's that? And let me see. I'll just go ahead and I'll put the camera on me first. Hey guys. See my fogged up glasses? Let me go in here. Let's see if I can do about here. I'll see if I can scan this. Hang on a second. If I do it this way, will it? Nope. I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to do it this way. Slide again. I can go like this. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now. Very good. I was able to fix that. Okay, I just scanned it. So I have satisfied the requirements of the Central Epidemic Command Center. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this down on this table right here. I'm going to shine this out the window. I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be right back. Okay, guys? Don't go anywhere. Okay? Let me put my alcohol wipes down here. Yeah, this is cool. All right. I'm still here. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. All right, now let's do this. Turn the camera. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was planning on doing this. But you know, that's the thing about live streaming. You just kind of go with it. And I wanted to go down to that part of the industrial park to the entrance and stream from there, but I guess if I do it, I got to do it earlier when the lights are on. Oh, this table's not too good. I mean, it's not too clean, but I got my alcohol wipes. Hang on. Okay, so we're going to practice social distancing and stuff, but things are changing here a lot. The rules are being relaxed little by little because we've had such. Let me put it this way: our local cases, the numbers have been so low that I haven't even been, reporting them to you, right? And like a couple of days ago, there was like a day of 0. There's a day of like 1. I think today was like 7. I mean, there are many countries around the world that would absolutely kill to have the kind of numbers that we have for local cases. But I did see something interesting today. I don't know. This whole coronavirus has got to be a Frankenstein thing. I mean, I saw today there's an unofficial variant called Delta Cron. Just when you think it couldn't get any worse, it is actually a combination of Delta and Omicron, which they say happens normally and happens when people get infected with 2 different kinds at the same time, which I didn't know you could do. So, yeah, this thing, I mean, there's just something so unbelievably fishy and artificial. I mean, I never heard of any kind of flu doing anything like this. And I also never, We had the SARS-1 outbreak in Taiwan, and it went away. It died out, never came back. So why isn't this thing dying now? I don't know. Let's get my YouTube channel banned. Let me just say that the first one was a trial run. It didn't work, so they re-engineered it. Which was a lot of years later, but still. People fooling around with stuff, you know, they shouldn't be fooling around with it, right? Now, this is, that's the symbol for Japan. It says 45% fruit juice is what this is, 45% fruit juice. So 5% alcohol. I have no idea what this is. I don't read Japanese, I read Chinese, and it's not clear. I wonder if it's what I think it is. It's actually quite an amazing orange. But I'm kind of dumb because I'm trying to read this. But if you look behind it, it's a picture of an orange. Wow. No artificial stuff added. Wow. Well, there you go. That beats drinking a beer, I guess. So let's see what else has been going on. I've been doing an experiment. Now here's the thing. I want to do a story about this. I mean, a live stream and talk about this. But basically, I found the other day a set of 3 different feature phones that I've had. Because before I got a smartphone, I was a huge feature phone fan. I got my first feature phone in 2002 when I got the Sony Ericsson T68, which is the world's first color screen mobile phone. It's of course about this big, right? Anyway, I still have 3 Sony Ericssons, and they only have a charger for 1. So I have been taking it around with me and taking pictures with it. I got it in 2000, if I'm not mistaken, 2007. I kept it until I got my Samsung Galaxy S in January of 2011. Kept it a long time. I took it to Laos, I took it to Thailand a bunch of times. So I have been taking some pictures with it just to see, you know, what it looks like and how grainy it is, or you know what the format and stuff is. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys. I want to do like a comparison, and that'll be coming up soon. If I can figure out how to charge the other ones, because basically 2 of the phones, well, they're all Sony Ericssons, but 2 of the phones are branded as Sony CyberShot cameras, which, you know, in the day, they were good. One of them is the Sony Ericsson C702, and believe it or not, it had a rudimentary form of Google Maps built into it. In 2007, it's not an iPhone, it was an Android. In 2007, you could actually do Google Maps navigation. That was pretty amazing. And the phone is like, those bush shirts that I have a sleeve pocket, And one thing I always loved about those phones is they fit in a sleep pocket. That was always nice because it was so convenient. But trying to see if I have anything that's worth showing you. I used it to take a picture of something, but yeah, I haven't transferred them to this phone yet. I haven't. Tonight I was out eating Thai food, and I had some kapow and some other stuff was really cool, but I didn't. I just photographed one of them. I'm not going to show you. You guys have seen it a million times. Now the JTS video of Ian and I is out. There's a special short version, but there's one thing that happened. When I was in the studio with Ian and we're on camera, just a point in time when every actor, every talking head gets tongue-tied or they get frustrated because they lose the train of thought, you know. I have a lot of experience in public speaking and, you know, live streaming and radio and stuff, but it doesn't matter. I mean, at some point you're like, oh, what am I trying to say? And at one point in the video, which is on YouTube, I say, right on camera, I can't think of anything else that provides, and I just want, oh, I got frustrated, oh. And so, it looks really bad in the video. And George didn't exactly cut that out. So, I was at George's office, and I said, look, set up the camera. What I want to do is I want to drop in a new piece of video that explains what I meant to say. So I'm talking about the WA1, which is their new flagship speaker. It's just fantastic, right? It really, really is. I'm not just saying that. And so I want to show you the supplementary video that I shot, that George shot of me, where I'm holding the WA1 like a baby. I'm going like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, but this is what I meant to say, and I want to show this to you. Okay, this is pretty funny. This is it right here. What I meant to say was,
I'm so sorry. What I meant to say was, I can't think of anything that supplies all the functions and has all the versatility of the WA1, but I was just too excited.
So we're going to drop that in. That's what I wanted to say. I can't. That speaker does like so many features, you know, and it has such versatility and all these functions. So there you go. Is this thing on? We had no comments since Ken left. And you guys are probably just you know, listening, which we do sometimes. Now, I got to show you this. Okay, I got to show you this stuff. I love this stuff. The Line app. You guys know Line, right? The Line app has this thing called Boom. It's actually been renamed. It used to be their timeline. So with Line, it's kind of like a mini Facebook. And you can post stuff on your timeline, you know, that you want others to see. Hey, I went to the park, I went to the beach, this and that. But it is sickeningly like Instagram. But it's okay, cool. Thank you. But it's even more, there's something about it. It's like There should be a a section called Line Narcissists. Oh, comments aren't being the comments? Well, it should be. I mean, I have it set up to be in, you know. That's funny. So, looking on Twitch, you're not seeing the comments pouring on the stream. That's odd, because I know I have it set for it. So anyway, it should be called Line Narcissist, because some of the people online are just narcissistic. So, and I'm always throwing, they throw this stuff in my face. They throw these women in my face. I don't want to see this crap, right? It's just dumb women. So, they threw one in my face today. And I just couldn't help myself. No, I didn't fall from grace. But I want you to look at this. Look at what this is. This is a woman who calls herself Yun Chang, okay? Excuse me, I just burped. Now, I need to do the, oh, sorry. That's, I somehow or another have zoomed to myself, and I didn't mean to. Do you see what she says? She says, I'm going to move this because it's in the way. I'm really exciting. I smile a lot. And I'm really sexy. See this? Now, I'm going to tell you, between you and me, what I see is she's missing a part. Yeah. And I'm really high maintenance, and I'm not going to like you. So here's the thing. I couldn't help myself, so I need to unzoom this. I couldn't help myself, but please forgive me, okay? Because here's what I replied. And here my reply is at the bottom. And what I said was, and those are the kind of women, I hate to say it, and I don't know this woman, she may sue me, but in general, a lot of these narcissistic types always think they can do better, and they're always looking to upgrade, you know. And the reason I say that is because I've been to places in Thailand where I was sitting at a bar talking to a guy, and behind him his girlfriend was checking me out because she's looking to upgrade, and she's comparing us to, you know. But so that was my answer. Okay, I mean, you know, clearly, right? You just, you know, and humble too. Yeah. So let me see. Let me just put these side by side, because I think it'd be better if I just put these side by side. Her comments and all that. So I'm really exciting. I smile a lot, I win a lot, and I'm really sexy and humble too. When I was a kid, I was a rock star, and chicks around me all the time. Let me tell you something, man. That outward beauty goes away. It's called the wall. And you see lots of videos of guys talking about women who like 20 years ago shut them down and rejected them are suddenly now, hey, how's it going? What's going on? Are you single? You know, because they hit the wall. And so like with my wife and our relationship, of course, I think my wife is beautiful, and to me she's the most beautiful woman in the world. That's absolute truth, okay? But our relationship is not based on physical beauty. There's an inner beauty that my wife possesses. There's an inner beauty that all people possess. And that's what you need to look for and base your relationship on. So, because I'm going to tell you, the first thing that I wanted to type was, so why aren't you married? Such a big catch. Why hadn't somebody caught you? Many of them don't want to be caught. They play catch and release with you until nobody's got their bait in the water anymore. Matthew, I'm glad you're still with us, bro. All right. See what else I got to show you. All right. I made some memes. I am I'm a moderator at the Tascam forums, and I'm a site administrator, so I own Behringer World. And so every once in a while there are people who ask kind of like the same questions, you know, over and over. And so I just, anyway, I don't know. I just made some of these memes, you know, because they're appropriate. So I love this one. Spend so much time in the studio, my wife says, you should just sleep in the studio. IKEA delivers and sets up. New bed coming. I like this one. On the Tascam forums, invariably there's somebody that comes on, and I'm telling you, literally, they'll start a new thread without searching anything. They come on and they think they're the only person in the world that has this problem. My mixes, the level's so low. You know, they don't search the forum or anything. They just come on and do like just sign up and immediately start a new thread. And so literally, a lot of times, the answers that they get are user manual, page, blah, 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 and a quote. So I made this. Does anyone read user manuals? And you know how somebody always thinks that they have, like, this problem that's just so overwhelming and insurmountable, of course, looking at it from their narrow viewpoint. So I love this one. This is great. I know you have a problem. It's not that bad. I love this one. That's a fantastic meme. I love that. That's fantastic. I mean, that's how people are sometimes. So this is another one. please search the forum. So sometimes, right, like I said, you just have to tell people this. And so the next time somebody comes on with one of these questions, they're going to get this. Now, I did a mix a couple of months ago for one of my studio clients named Robert Monahan, who's a singer and a songwriter and an author. And he had a music video made by a guy on the website Fiverr. And you know, Fiverr is Fiverr. Fiverr is a place to find people to do all kinds of work for you for relatively cheap, right? It used to be, I mean, the idea was it would be $5. Of course, it's not that anymore. Now, I have a preliminary version. It's watermarked with Fiverr on it. But I'd like to play it for you, see what you guys think. And this is the audio that I mixed in my studio. And, you know, I added the strings and stuff like that. So, but I'm the producer, but I had nothing to do with the video. So, I want to show this to you. But before I do this, I need to turn off my mic and just play it. But this is a video called Jack and Ginger, which are the names of two white mules. And so here it is.
I'm standing here holding Jack and Ginger, the two white mules my brother Johnny raised. We're waiting on the train that's hauling his remains. We're gonna drive him slowly over to his grave. The family got notice from the army. Mama couldn't read it, though she tried. I stood so tall and proud as I read the words out loud. We regret to inform you, Captain Johnson died. Get up, Jack, get up, Ginger. You were the best friends Johnny's ever known. It's sad the task has fallen on your shoulders. You're the ones to carry Johnny home. Johnny won the Silver Star for bravery. He was rescuing some children when he fell. I guess we'll never know about his tortured soul. I know he's gone to heaven. He served his time in hell. Now Mama's waiting over to the graveyard. She couldn't make the trip, she's in such pain. And Daddy's waiting too. He'll want to be with you. The day he passed away is chiseled by his mane. Get up, Jack, get up, Ginger. You were the best friends Johnny's ever known. It's sad the task has fallen on your shoulders. You're the ones to carry Johnny home. I remember standing on this very platform. That morning we waved you all goodbye. Ah, you were dressed in green and I was just 14. The memory of that moment always makes me cry. My birthday is coming up next Tuesday, and I want to do my part to win this world. But Mama just insists I never will enlist. Her tender heart's been broken too many times before. Get up, Jack, get up, Ginger. You were the best friends Johnny's ever known. I'm so glad the task has fallen on our shoulders. We're the ones to carry Johnny home. We're the ones to carry Johnny home. Standing here holding Jack and Ginger.
Oh, okay. So that was interesting. I'm not convinced that that's the final version. I think there were some things about it that just weren't quite relevant. But it's interesting to know that the references to the person who died, that's cool because, I mean, what I mean is the pictures are cool because they're actually the artist when he was young and stationed in Taiwan. Robert Monahan was stationed in Taiwan. You saw that picture with his girlfriend. So, Jan, what are you trying to say? I'm sorry, in case I get this. I can see everything that you typed. I think you might be saying your Wi-Fi's got a problem going down, not working. But yeah. Anyway, it's a really cool tune. It's a pretty sad tune. There's a lot of things about the video that I like. There's some things about it that I don't like, and I think it could have been a little bit more synchronized maybe to the lyrics, but I think because we're dealing with somebody that doesn't speak English as a first language, it might be difficult to do. So I'll have to see. Maybe I'll end up doing an edit myself and see what happens. All right, 1 hour 19 minutes, guys. I gotta go. It's been it's 1:15 in the morning. You guys take care. Remember, MJ loves you guys. I'm gonna be on, later this week. I'll let you know what's going on in my studio, but I got a lot of studio work going on. It's really good. I mean, I'm very busy. That's actually a good thing, especially at my age, because usually, at my age, people start slowing down and they don't do much. My heart situation's been okay. I've been using my EKG monitor. Everything is cool, so just keeps doing this. So that's good. And I got it like on a lanyard around my neck. I noticed that my neck is like, oh, what, can I get a neck lift? Can I just do this? I don't know. Using my usual products, I don't know how much good it's doing because I still look like an old guy, but hey, that's what I am, and I don't have a problem with it. So, you guys take care. Later. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for